Hey everyone, I'm Dan,
Hey, and I'm Ricky.
and we've seen 4 more movies. Oh, and we got some new shirts. I'll tell you all about it here on Multidimensional Geek. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Multidimensional Geek. As we were saying, we got shirts. They are available at the link below, as well as a couple of other designs that I've thrown together. And we've got 4 more movies we're going to discuss today, so we're kind of changing it up from our previous format. But the first movie we're going to discuss is Knives Out.
Yeah, Knives Out had an all-star cast. It's a murder mystery by Rian Johnson, the guy that made Last Jedi.
Yeah. It kind of felt a lot like Clue, which I liked. There's a lot of humor, a lot of mystery, a lot of twists, and a lot of turns. I did not see the ending coming.
No, neither did I. And all the characters did a good job. It's not your typical whodunit. There's a lot of, like Dan said, twists and turns. And the ending was a little of a surprise, but overall, I liked the movie. Thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, Rian Johnson, I liked The Last Jedi. So, and we'd also heard a lot of word of mouth about this one. That's actually why it took us so long to get to it. We were seeing all sorts of other movies. It did come out last December. And we finally got around to it. And is it still playing in theaters?
I think it just moved to the cheap theater, which is weird because I think it's going to be out on DVD in a little bit, and
it might even be out by the time I post this video.
Yeah, and overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. I give it like a 3.5. The basic premise is there was this. Was he a writer?
Yes.
Yeah, he was a writer, and it was his.
He wrote murder mysteries.
Yes, and it was his birthday, and somehow he comes up dead. Ta-da!
Right, and then we get Daniel Craig shows up, like a private investigator to solve the mystery.
Yeah, and he keeps the whole family there, after the birthday, and he questions them, and and they all each have their little motives here and motives there.
Yep, there's a lot of flashbacks to little integral moments, and yet, actually in the first, 15-20 minutes, it seems like you know everything that you need to know, and then you don't know anything.
Yeah, the movie gets kind of flipped upside down, and to our people like me that are not really into politics, there is slight political stuff in it because one of the kids is very liberal and the one's very conservative, and they mix a little bit.
Yeah, they mash heads.
Yeah, but overall, nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, and I would also give it a 3.5. I thought it was a really good one, and word is that Rian Johnson's going to make another one. It's going to follow Daniel Craig's character to another family murder mystery.
Yeah. And the next movie is a remake of a 1950s movie or 60s, Dr. Dolittle, starring Robert Downey Jr., and much like the last movie we just reviewed, kind of an all-star cast with the animal characters.
Yeah, there was a lot of all-stars in the voice acting there.
Let's see, I know one was Rami Malek, one was John Cena,
yep,
and a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head.
And of course Robert Downey Jr. as Doolittle.
And he did a good job, I thought, with the movie. I know that there was a lot of critics and even a few people I've ran into that did not like it at all.
There were a couple points where I thought his accent was a little weird because he didn't sound like Robert Downey Jr. to me.
Yeah, but this basic premise is it'd been years. He was an animal doctor for years.
For the Queen.
Yeah, and I think his wife died,
his wife died,
and he became a recluse. And eventually, a girl came into his life that needed help.
Yeah, well, the Queen was sick, or the princess was sick. No, it was the Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen was sick and basically wanted Doolittle to come help, so he kind of has to go on an adventure, and a bunch of the animals come with. they encounter a little bit of resistance from some people within the royal household.
Yeah, and also his ex-wife's father was a villain in it too. He ran into him on the journey.
Yeah, his former father-in-law didn't really care for him because he kind of thought that it was his fault that his daughter died.
Yeah, and I don't remember much of that part of the story myself. But overall, I gotta say it was like maybe 2.5 or 2. I thought it was funny. It wasn't great, but I thought it was funny.
There was a lot of fart jokes in it.
Yeah, I do remember
and I think
that.
It was more aimed for kids, but even then, I don't think it quite pulled that off.
No, unfortunately it didn't. And like I said, I didn't hear much good about it, but
yeah,
I liked it. It entertained me for a couple
It was
hours.
Entertaining to see once, and I'd give it a 2.
Yeah.
And the third movie on our list today is 1917. It originally came out in December, limited release, finally hit the theaters, mainstream release in January. It's a war movie, obviously placed in 1917.
It's in France. And really good movie. I thought it could have won Best Picture. It was that good. It wasn't my pick, but I thought it could have. The basic premise is these 2 soldiers are in the British Army, and they were given a message by their colonel that one of them had a brother in the battalion, and this battalion was going to make a huge charge, but they have evidence that it would have been a massacre if they didn't stop it. And so the one thing I like about this movie, sorry to cut you off if you were about to start talking, is from the get-go, bam, it's action the whole time. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time when I seen it. The movie, the sounds, they're at the beginning, there was a scene where they're walking through mud, and you could hear the mud squishing through their boots and stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yes, and no, I wasn't going to cut you off there, but no, one of my favorite things, they actually did a really interesting new camera thing. The way they filmed this whole movie, it looks like it's one long shot. Like, if you don't know that, you might not notice it, but it looks like, it's taking place in real time, and it's like it doesn't look like there's any cuts to the film. It's brilliantly put together that way.
Yeah, I agree with Dan.
The story was great. I didn't get to build up a lot of they didn't build up the characters as much as I would have liked them to, partially because it just starts getting right into it right from the beginning. So you really don't feel as much for the characters as you probably would want to. But I really enjoyed the movie, and I think I'd give this one a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength as you, 3.5, and it should be out on DVD soon, so I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it was a good movie. A brief appearance by Benedict Cumberbatch at the end, and the battalion leader at the beginning is another famous British actor. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's the commander that gives them the orders, and it's just, they go through so much that it keeps you on the edge of the seat. So yeah, 3.5 for me too.
Definitely worth watching.
And our last movie for today is called Birds of Prey. It's a movie about Harley Quinn and the adventures that she goes on.
Yeah, I believe it's The Marvelous Emancipation of Harley Quinn is the subtitle of the movie.
Yeah.
And it was a fun movie. Basically, Harley Quinn, she's broken up with the Joker and kind of wants to prove herself to the city.
Yeah, she, a lot of people, I don't want to say took her for granted, but thought everything was Joker, like she had no hand in any of it, and she wanted to prove.
People gave her an easier time because she was dating Joker. She basically could do whatever she wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
And then people find out that she broke up, and all heck breaks loose.
Yeah, everybody comes after her out of the woodwork, and a nice appearance from Hugh McGregor. He's the main villain in it, and they're after a diamond or a jewel, right?
Yeah, it's a diamond that has a bank account laser etched inside of it that's supposed to be worth billions.
Yeah, and some little girl gets a hold of it somehow, and they're on the chase.
Yeah, Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey end up basically protecting the girl while everyone else is coming after her.
Yeah, and it's very, I hate saying this, but it's very Deadpool-like to me. That's what I felt when the movie was. It's like the DC's version of Deadpool.
A lot of reviews that I saw online kind of referenced it being a lot like a female version of Deadpool, basically, as well. I thought it was a fun movie. A lot of action. It was really funny in a lot of parts.
Oh yeah, it was pretty funny. I thought Margot Robbie did a good job as Harley Quinn and advancing the story. And I don't know how it did in theaters, so we might get another one with just the Birds of Prey. But we'll see. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, they kind of set it up to have a sequel with just the Birds of Prey. So who knows? I thought it was good enough for at least one sequel. I would give it probably a 2.5, 3.
Yeah, 2.5 to 3. And like I told a few people, a few friends of mine, that it is kind of a girl power movie, but not really. You could still go see it and have fun. It doesn't kind of shove that stuff down your face. It keeps it very subtle, which I like in movies where, yeah, that could be your message is girl power, but when you keep it subtle and you just keep it light, then it makes it enjoyable for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. In summary, for today's movies, just go over our ratings. Knives Out, we both gave a 3 to 3.5. Dr. Doolittle, Ricky said 2 to 2.5. I gave it a 2. 1917, we both gave a 3.5. And Birds of Prey, 2.5 to 3 for both of us. If you like the video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're not already. Leave a comment. We love hearing from you. And if you want to help support the channel, hey, buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or there's other affiliate links down below. If you use those, we'll get a little bit of a kickback and help the channel. I'm hoping to get a new camera this year. So thanks for watching, and until next time, make your life more fun by keeping it multidimensional. Catch you later.